creating users and groups in Linux. Okay, so I'm on my Ubuntu operating system and I will toggle my full screen and clear the screen. So I will start it now. Now, how to create a this in this video we'll check for the how to create a new user with group add command, making changes to the groups using group mode command, and creating a new user with user add command. After creating those new users, how we'll reset and reset password and making changes to the user mode command. So this kind of things we'll discuss in today's module. Now, how we will create group accounts in Linux. So the user accounts they are basically in Linux. They are based on the distributions, which are Linux distributions. This is CentOS, and which may start with the user ID at 500, 501, and so on. So similarly for other distributions, they have other user ID starting with 1000, then 1001, and likewise. So in more other systems, they have existing user accounts. So likewise, we are trying to ensure that how to manage multiple accounts or multiple systems and ensure network based authentication, so where accounts can be created once but used on many machines. Okay, now another issue with the multiple machine accounts is that it can be difficult to keep password on to each account synchronized access across all machines. Means if we keep same password, then that needs to be synchronized across multiple machines. So in order to administer those user accounts and permissions, we will switch users to the root account. Like we have seen in the last video, we can use it by su command and we can, if we do hyphen, then we can achieve this internet level 123. Okay. So this is the command, group add command. We can use research. So we can use this command for to creating a group called research and sales. So group add then hyphen research. Okay, so in this way we can add the command, or we can add the group named. Then suppose I have to add another group. Let's say group of HR, or we can say sales. So we can write it as sales. Okay, so in this way our command get executed successfully and two groups has been created. Now this group added command that modifies the etc group file. So where this group account information is held. Okay, suppose I have to view this information in the this etc file from group. So see, I can see the contents. Let's say I have to list the contents of the etc group file. Then I will use group command. Okay. So these are the permissions with the L command we can do. So these are read, write, and write permissions for the root account for the designed group file which we have. Okay. Now coming back to again our group accounts where we have created research and sales account, we'll move further. Now, how to get the retrieve information about the newly defined group? Let's say we have created this group, research group we have created. Now we have to know that what all information we can get about this group. So we use the G10 command group, then research. Okay. Okay, so GE10 command. See, if you give any wrong information, then it will automatically get us the conclusion that G10 command it's from the Debian distro. Okay, so these commands are executed or you can they are provided by the distro Linux distros of different command lines. Similarly, if you want to get the information about the sales, okay, and the user account which has been created on the which user ID, so same way we can do it for the gp10 command and sales. Over here we have used grep command. Let's use sales command. G20 group sales. Okay, so here we got the user information of the which where it is listed. Now, if we use grep command, so the retrieve information of the new sales group, then we will get this. Yes. Okay, the same information we have got. So this output would be similar as we have defined, but although the group ID may be different. Okay, so now step 5, we will, once we have created the group accounts, then you can specify with hyphen name, which is the number of groups under which we can define those or group or can change the group ID for those parameters. Okay, so we are using the n comma option to change the name of the sales group. Suppose I want to change the group of sales from uh, clerical. So I will associate the group account group mode command and with n then clerk sales. Okay. So that command got executed. Well and good. Now again, if I have to use the G option for changing the group ID, then I will assign this group ID 1003 and we can execute this command. Now I would want to know how to verify the changes, what all changes which has been done. So what I can do, I will verify these changes by typing grep command and which group I am in, clerks, then which is our group file etc hyphen group. So this is the assignment which has been done. The group ID has been assigned to the newly defined or newly created clerk account. Okay. Note that any files that have been in the sales group will now have no group name and will now have no orphan files. Orphan files, they are those files which have been deleted or they have been archived or they have been inventory or for last time. No, same way, if we delete the clerical groups using the clerks groups using the group del command along with the name of the group, let's see what happens. So it will delete our group. So it has deleted our group from with the, and this ensure that we are communicating with the root admin as account only, root admin privileges only. We are deleting this account. Now again we will find whether to verify how to verify now this has been deleted. So we have to check this command grep command we use and clerks, then which folder it is, etc, then groups group. Okay, so we will come to know that if you decide to delete a group with group del command, be aware that any files that are owned by that group also become orphaned. Okay, so we are deleting these commands or deleting these groups, and in that way, these files are being orphaned. Like we delete any file from our system. Let's say in Windows system we delete. So all the files which we there's a reservoir or there's a recycle bin in Windows which we use. Okay, so all our files which we have been deleted, these are saved here. Okay, so this kind of we can say deletion is done in the same task which is called in Linux, it's orphaned files. Okay, they are being orphaned. Now this next part will discuss about the user configuration, how user configuration works in this way. So we will configure the groups now. Now view the default values used by user add command using the D command. Let's say, so I will clear the screen for, and I will user add then hyphen D. Okay, so it will specify the values. The skeleton is this SQL provides administrator an easy way to populate a new user account with the key configuration files. It determines the skeleton directories to have the contents copied into user's home directory. In the same way, the key option will allows a different skeleton group to be to the default when creating a new user account. Okay. Now, how we can set the initiative or the parameter to allow users with expired passwords. So let's say I am using the hyphen D option and this 30 option means the users who have expired password can still log in for the up to 30 days before their accounts are inactivated. So using the D option by itself, it displays the current defaults which have been changed by this. So let's type this command and we will get the result what happens next. Okay, so if we will remove the 30 and see, it will give us that the options for the argument this is because with f it requires an argument. Okay, so if we have to add delete the users, so what the D option would do, it will default print so changes the user add configuration. Now if I will do the user add then hyphen D, so it will specify the directory, the skeleton directory under which our group membership is present. Okay, so next we will use the command for nanopool in this directive. So I will clear the screen. Okay. Now modify the create mails full value in the etc user add file using the nano text editor. So nano text editor we can also communicate it by nano. We can ask our chat GPT what is nano in Linux. Okay, so it will define it that it's a text editor for Unix and Linux operating system, which provides an easy to user interface for editing those text files. So let's say this example.txt is a file. Okay, so we can edit or save the contents of this file and we can access this by Control G. So let's go to our editor and check with the nano editor. We will use a nano and with the etc. So this is the default or default path for our you know user added directory. Okay, so this is our nano editor has opened and here we have getting the command line for getting the help. Okay, so we can let it view the full screen view on how it works. So this is the starting of nano editor. We'll discuss more in the next video. Thank you.